PlayStation has graced everyone that is a PlayStation Plus member with Dragon Age the Veilguard for the month of March. That's just so kind of them. What a value to be a PlayStation Plus member. I mean, to be real, I know we're all going to say it. I'll just get ahead of it and say the Cowabunga Collection is what saves this. Yes, I already know that. I know the whole chat's probably going to be going through that, but Veilguard as like the major AAA, like this is the big one. This is what they're going with. Not what, 4 months after release? Not even. We're not even 4 months after this launch. What was it? October 31st. So basically November. So November, December, January, February. And on the beginning of the 5th month of this game being available, it is already going basically free to play if you already subscribe to PlayStation Plus. I don't know anybody that's going to be lining up to the digital storefront on March 1st to be like, where can I become a member? Where can I do this? Because I need to get my hands on Dragon Age the Veilguard to see what all the hubbub's about. The wildest part about this is EA knows that this is a massive flop. They already took a huge hit to their bottom line, which I've talked about in detail multiple times. I'm not going to go into that again, but suffice it to say, they lost a tremendous amount of money on this game and tanked their stock price when they announced that. And I should have bought, I should have shorted the stock. I should have bought, what do you call it? Options to short it. Because I knew this was going to be a massive flop. And somehow the investors didn't know that. Not financial advice, by the way, but holy crap. I even said to my wife, I'm like, man, there's a lot of free money on the table I left by not paying attention to EA's conference call and earnings date. But live and learn, live and learn. But this game, when they talked about it, they didn't talk about how many copies they sold. They only talked about the players that have accessed the game. I don't remember the exact verbiage. It was like players who enjoyed it, or players that maybe the chat will remember what the verbiage they said was. But basically they're saying like they wouldn't say 1 million sales, but instead they were like 1.5 million people have partaken in playing this game. And I'm like, oh, player engagement, interacted with. Thank you. Hath not seen. That's what it was. Yeah. 1.5 million players have interacted with Dragon Age the Veilguard. And that did not meet their expectations of, I believe they were saying they were expecting 3 million to interact with it. But I think we all know in reality, they were expecting a lot more to interact with it. Like 3 million would probably be the lowest of the low expectation. And they announced half that. So they got absolutely crushed on the stock when they announced that. And now fast forward, you don't even have to fast forward too far. Don't hold the fast forward button down too long because you will miss it, because it's only 4 months later. The game is going on PlayStation Plus for members to play for free if they're already paying for it. And I look at this as BioWare and EA proper to be doing this as an opportunity to pump up their player engagement stats and their interacted with numbers, so that when they have another quarterly earnings, they can say, wow, it actually didn't drop off as much as we thought it would. XYZ amount of players have now interacted with this game. So instead of 1.5 million players, we can now say 2.5 million players have interacted with this game since launch. Not since they last announced the 1.5. It's not a new 2.5. I'm saying just another million people from things like this, where they basically are just play it. Just download it. Please just interact with this game. We don't care if you even play it or not. Just please interact with it so that we can count you as a number to our investors. So we can say it's really not that bad, because look, the player engagement is still, there's still a desire for this game to be out there. They will spin the numbers until they fall over and puke. They're going to be so dizzy from the spin that they put on the numbers from this that it's going to be disgusting. And nothing can save them from the absolute horrific, tremendously horrible demolishment of a flop. Half those words don't work in that sentence, but just go with me. This is one of the worst flops in recent memory. And sure, obviously, Concord is worse than that. Was the Skull and Bones worse than that? But this one, you got to remember, people forget that Dragon Age the Veilguard was in development for nearly a decade. And it wasn't just to work on the game for a decade. It was 3 different versions, 2 of them scrapped and starting over in a 10-year period. It was just brutal. It was absolutely brutal. So, yeah, they are doing their best to recover what they can from this. But at the end of the day, this game lost EA a shit ton of money. And the saddest thing about it is the way that the investors look at this is they're not going to be like, oh, it's because it was woke. They're going to look at it and be like, oh, it's because it's a single player offline experience. I know what we need to do next time. Single player games are dying, guys. That this Dragon Age the Veilguard is proof of it. That's the investors. That's what they'll be saying about it. And that's truly the tragic takeaway from all of this. But yeah, that's basically all I had to say on Dragon Age the Veilguard going to playable on March 4th. But let's see what the PlayStation blog tries to spin this, because to be honest, I didn't even read this. Team up and defy the gods, hit supersonic speeds, and enjoy some bodacious battles against the Foot Clan with PlayStation Plus monthly games lineup for March. Dragon Age the Veilguard, Sonic Colors Ultimate, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga Collection, will be available. Oh, not even March 1st, March 4th. Let's see what they pump this. Unite the Veilguard and defy the gods in this immersive single-player RPG where you become the leader others believe in. So I'm non-binary. When a pair of corrupt ancient gods break free from centuries of darkness, the vibrant land of Thedas needs someone they can count on. You need a space after that period, by the way. Official PlayStation blog. But at least, hey, it wasn't written by AI, because they have like a typo right there. Rise as Rook, Dragon Age's newest hero. Be who you want to be and play how you want to play as you fight back and lead your team. How many times am I going to say lead? Of 7 companions, each with their own rich story. Oh, that's rich. Rich story is what we're going to say about Tosh. It's a rich story, guys. Together, you will become the Veilguard. Oh, boy. I can't wait. I can't wait. Where do I sign up? Sonic Colors Ultimate, which came out like what? 10 years ago now? Maybe longer, but okay. I've never played it, though. I think I have it on the Wii. I think. I need to check. And I've heard mixed reviews on this one. Evil Dr. Eggman has installed amusement parks, caption alien whiz. That's nothing really exciting. Cowabunga Collection, 13 class. This is where it's all at right here. 13 classic Konami. There we go. Yeah, that's beautiful. That is just wild to me. That's got to be a record. 4 months from launch is on PS Plus. That's got to be a record. That is insanity. That is insanity. But yeah, that's a thing. Dragon Age Veilguard. For those who are interested, make sure you sign up for PlayStation Plus on March 4th and enjoy your time.